Hey folks, it's Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health, and in this quick video, I want to talk to you about the danger of online support groups. Now listen, lack of support is one thing that we see every day. People come to us and they're getting pushback from their families, from their friends, from their coworkers. They tell us things like, I feel so alone, or I feel like I'm on the right path, but I'm starting to second guess myself. And unfortunately for most people, the biggest source of discouragement can be their doctors. These people have researched and studied, they're looking for answers, they're looking for solutions to what's going on for them. They take all that to their doctor, and for many people, they're met with discouragement or even hostility. And frankly, that pisses me off. When people take the time and the effort to be involved in their health only to get shut down by their healthcare provider, that is completely unacceptable. Now look, for most of the people who come to work with us, we may not agree with all of the information that you found, and we may recommend that you do something completely different from what you were considering, but we will always take the time to listen to you, to understand what you found, and to hear what your thoughts and feelings on all of it are. One of our most important jobs is to support you. Now look, so with this lack of support that most people are getting, is it really any wonder that they'll turn to support groups looking for some validation and some support for what they're going through? Of course not. It's completely natural, right? And the internet has helped with this massively, connecting people all over the world who may not be able to find support locally. They can go to the internet and they can find it. And for once, they come away feeling normal, they come away feeling understood, and that alone is powerfully healing. In and of itself, just that can be tremendously healing. In fact, we often recommend that people seek out online support groups for that very reason. Having said that, though, there are a couple of dangers that people need to be aware of. The first is that in all groups, the loudest voices tend to prevail. There's always a tendency for the loudest and the most extreme viewpoints in any group to take over, and that can really skew the advice that someone is getting from these kind of groups. So let me give you a recent example. We had someone contact us who'd been concerned they'd found mold in their house. Now, if you haven't heard, mold can be a serious problem for some people, causing a whole host of very serious health issues. Is it a problem for everyone? Of course not. Is it a problem for some people? Definitely. Is it a serious problem for some people? Absolutely, yes, it is. Now, this person went online seeking answers and some support to figure out what they should do, and they joined an online group for people dealing with mold. And they were told the next steps they had to do was to get several $1,000s in mold testing done and immediately leave their home and all their possessions, or they risk serious and life-threatening harm to their health and the health of their family. It's like, whoa, hold on. That's clearly advice from someone who's had the most extreme reactions to mold and an example of the sickest and the loudest voices coming out on top. This person, they contacted us in a panic. Oh my gosh, did they really have to do all of that? And again, now some people absolutely do need to take those extreme measures. They do. But does everyone? Absolutely not. So one principle to keep in mind is that if an online support group is making extreme recommendations to you, it's time to just slow it all down and get a second opinion. Now, the second biggest danger of online support groups is people getting stuck in the victim mode. I want to be really clear here that I do not believe in shame, blame, or guilt, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with venting and asking for support. But there's a line here, and it can be tricky to navigate. Getting stuck in the victim mode, constantly blaming others, circumstances, whining and complaining, all of these things ultimately don't foster growth and healing. Now, let me give you an example. Margaret, which is not her real name, is a lovely woman who came to us dealing with severe food reactions, a majorly dysfunctional gut, and all the symptoms of chronic fatigue. Now, her symptoms were so bad at the beginning that she was essentially housebound. Margaret joined a support group, which was incredibly helpful for her. But over time, as her health improved, she eventually felt that she needed to leave that group. She told me all they want to do is complain all the time and talk about all the stuff that they can't do and how horrible their lives are. And I, Margaret in this case, wanted to focus on the positive things that she could do and how she can live her life. And I agree with Margaret here. There's a time for venting, for complaining, for seeking support. All good. But in general, if you come away from a group like this feeling drained, more depressed, and more of a victim, there's an unhealthy dynamic going on in that group that you may need to get away from. In general, a support group should make you feel uplifted, supported, and in more control of your life. All right? So there you have it. Support groups and online support groups can be a fantastic resource for people, providing them support when it can be in short supply elsewhere, especially if your family, your friends, your coworkers, and even your doctors aren't supportive. Finding an online group can be a lifesaver. But there are two big dangers from these groups. The first being the most extreme voices tend to be the loudest. So if you're getting extreme advice from the group, it's time to get a second opinion. And two, some groups can devolve into victim mode. If you come away from these groups feeling more down than up, it may be time to find a different group. All right. Now, if you don't know, I've created a number of free reports with some of our best information inside to help with a number of digestive and autoimmune issues. They're all available for free on our website. And we know how hard it can be to find the right doctor and whether the integrative doctor that you have found is really the right choice for you, or are you just going to spend a bunch of money and end up not better than when you first started. Right? So to help with that, we've put together a quick guide to finding the right integrative doctor for you. It will give you the questions you should be asking to make sure whoever it is that you work with is going to help you get the results that you really want. Now, there are two easy ways to get it. The first is to simply click the button below and fill out the very short form, and we will happily send that to you for free. The second, if you happen to be watching or listening with your cell phone, or it's nearby, all you need to do is text the word holistic to 425-651-6851. That's the word holistic to 425-651-6851, and we will happily send that to you for free. So please either click down below or text us, and we'll get that expert report over to you right away. At Aspire Natural Health, we are experts at treating digestive issues and autoimmune diseases. If that's you or a loved one, we would love to connect. We offer a no obligation, no pressure chat to see if we can help you and if we're the right fit to work together. If we are, we'll move forward, and if we're not, we will do our very best to connect you with the person who can best help you. The only thing you have to lose is being unsure what the best next step for you is. So please call us now at 425-202-7849 or email us at info@aspirenaturalhealth.com. All right, folks, until next time, take care.